I turned the volume down a smidge to see if it works. Do you want to do a quick test?
Did you want it a little
Test.
darker? It's a little darker.
What do you mean?
Look,
Oh, the lighting?
everything.
Is that better?
What? I meant you might want it. Okay, that's fine. This looks nice, I think.
All right, let's check the sound real quick. Stop zooming in.
Hi, my name's Jen, and you can never hear shit that I say anymore because of the freaking mic on his chesticles.
All right, let's listen. You guys. All right, everybody, welcome back to Chefin' with Chefree. Hope you enjoyed my blueberry, or no, what did we call it? Berry skillet cobbler. Really hope you enjoyed that. So today we're gonna be making chicken enchilada soup. It's one of my parents' favorite, one of my favorites, and it's gonna be one of Jennifer's and Jeremy's favorites, but they don't realize it yet. But yeah. So I guess if you wanna come over here, we can come check out the ingredients. Watch out for the trash can. So to make it easier for everybody, got rotisserie chickens from, of course, the Food Lion, because it's close and it's cheap. All right, and then I've got poblanos, tomatillos, limes, onions, garlic. Got some adobo, some sazonador seasoning, and then some, I don't know how to say it. And then there's, shut up. And then there's cumin, chili powder, onion powder, garlic powder, onion salt, garlic salt, chopped chilies, enchilada sauce, and diced tomatoes. And then I'm gonna take these and put these in the oven and toast them up with some salt, pepper, olive oil, and garlic. These get really good in the oven. They get crunchy but chewy at the same time, and it's a really good texture to have in the soup. And of course, finish with cheese and some cilantro. I couldn't roll my...
that right.
Cilantro. There we go, I rolled my tongue really good that time.
But it's not a double R.
I don't care. And then, Gloria or Moto? Is it a boy or a girl? Oh wait, it could be Gloria and Moto. Moto probably said something bad, so she's angry. You know, I don't know if they dated or not, but it just looks like it, you know. He's trying to hide. All right, so I guess let's get started here. First, I'm gonna take the tomatillos and I'm gonna blast them on this cast iron pan to blister them up. I would use the oven, but I don't know what happened to the oven. There's like a grease slick on the bottom. And
They saw.
yeah, they saw.
12 videos ago.
It wasn't 12 videos. So with the tomatillos, again, I did this in the taco video, but you're gonna take off the, let me bring this closer, take off the skin, and they are gonna be a little sticky because of the residue that's on the inside of the wrapper, the husk, the skin, whatever you wanna call it.
Husk.
Husk sounds good.
Yeah.
So you're gonna wanna give them a good rinse. Can you tell I've lost weight, maybe? Not filling in the chef coat as much. 25.
Okay.
And pretty close to losing a pant size already, which is pretty awesome.
Right.
Jen and I, or excuse me, I always do this. Whoa, you guys and I rode 11.5 miles today, almost, so.
You can call me Jen.
Jen.
Yeah.
So I'm debating on if I want to have a beer or not. I'm still trying to, I'm better than I was earlier, but I'm still trying to rehydrate and drink some Gatorade. So yeah, there's that. Those are done. I forgot to get a little bowl. I always forget to get a bowl. This'll do. Throw that in there. I'm gonna turn the fan on, get the pan heating up while I'm waiting. I always do the wrong one first. And for this application, I'm gonna use canola oil because it has a higher smoke point. It can get hotter and it'll blister faster. Get that rolling, put a little in here too. How garlicky do you want this one?
Appropriately garlicky. Like, do however you think is necessary.
I'm gonna do 5.
Okay.
I like garlic a lot. Keeps the vampires away. Because Halloween's coming up. I figured we would do a dish like this. Ooh, ooh. Gold,
Oh
buddy, gold.
God.
All right, so I figured we would do a dish like this because it's, well, tonight it's supposed to get down into the 50s and tomorrow it's supposed to rain because tropical storm / Hurricane Sally's coming through. We're supposed to get like 4 to 6 inches of rain tomorrow in 24 hours, which is insane. So this would be good leftovers so we don't have to get anything and cook anything, or you know what I mean. But one of my absolute favorite ways to cook is to braise, to stew, so maybe I'll do quite a few of those this winter. But I will also do some wintry dishes and fall dishes too. Did you hear Jeremy's new song?
No.
I did.
Good? Yeah.
Okay, now to this, see that? I'm gonna add the usual, just salt and pepper, because you don't want to burn anything really. So if I would have put like, you know, like cumin or chili pepper, actually, I could add that in later. I just want to really get these blistered up first. Blend them up in the blender. Don't mind the toaster. And to help puree this up, I'm gonna pour in some chicken stock, or broth, excuse me. Reduced sodium. I just wanted to make sure we didn't have an open one first. I was doing the right thing. All right, the heat's going here. Now while that's going, I'm gonna go ahead and get this pot rolling a little bit. I'm gonna do olive oil in here. I don't need to do...
Jeffrey's embarrassed by our pot.
That's because it's a cheap pot. It's super thin and there's burn marks on the bottom from, I don't remember what.
Well, one day we won't have this stove. We won't have this pot.
Once I start making that YouTube money, so subscribe please.
Yeah.
We can get a better kitchen, better equipment.
Yeah.
We gonna be bougie.
Desperation.
Desperation. So I'm gonna give this a toss like that. I didn't want a whole bunch of tomatillos because they're tart and stuff. My pan's smoking. I'm gonna throw this in. Remember, grab a towel. Yeah, just be ready to move because that's gonna bubble everywhere. Should I?
So good already.
Yeah, just the garlic and the tomatillos. Got my trusty wooden spoon. Turn it down a smidge because I don't want it to blow up on me. See, look how charred that's already getting. It's already starting to blister up. It's doing exactly what I want it to do. Look at that. Turn it down for sure. Ow! It's mean! Ow!
Caution.
Yeah, use caution. I'm gonna turn it way down actually. I'm actually just gonna go ahead and turn it off. It's not really cooking the inside, but this is gonna give it that charred flavor that we want. Just a little bit. Like I said before, you could put this in the oven and broil it and it would be just as good. Just gonna keep it moving so it doesn't burn. Ow! Wow. I'm gonna take it off the heat, yeah.
I almost bought you a grip for the cast iron.
Why didn't you?
Oh, because Jeremy said, why don't we just do what we always do?
I'd look so cool with the grip.
Really?
Just kidding, no, not really. Now I'm not gonna want all of this oil in the blender. I'll let it cook or finish cooking with the residual heat in the pan for a minute. I might go ahead and start cutting.
Jeffrey!
It was this, it popped, it got hot. Because it's cheap.
Oh my god.
You know what? I'm gonna turn that off for now. I'll go ahead and chop up everything first and then we'll turn it back on.
Oh man. Will this pot even make it through this supper?
Let's find out. Come back at 9 and find out. All right, so I'm gonna do a, you're gonna get on this side of me? I'm gonna do a thin fajita julienne on these. Watch out, the juice is leaking out. That's why it's doing that. But go ahead and grab the garlic out with this. And it's charred, but I don't want it to burn all the way because then it gets super bitter. And then I'm gonna let these play in the oil a little bit longer. Get them in that hot oil. Look at it, look at it. It's dancing. It's getting it. All right, onion time. Just gonna do a really... Un momento, por favor.
All right, cold Rusty.
I always like to... Ooh,
Jeffrey, you're supposed to be cool right now.
I was getting cocky. I like to put it down like this because then I'm not up here possibly like going into my hand. But you want to try and keep it at like a not too sharp of an angle. And then I like to rinse mine off after I sharpen it because you know metal fragments and stuff.
Yeah, Gordon.
You don't have to call him out.
Okay, I'm just kidding, Gordon. We love you.
Much better, much better. So now I'll just take the knife.
Cutting block. A butcher block.
And the poblanos, they only had 2 at the store. Yeah, I didn't want a butcher block too. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Okay.
I truly didn't. I know it sounded like it, but it didn't.
How much do they run for usually?
That depends on what brand you get. You can get a cheap one from Walmart.
One that has like all the cubes in it.
Oh, well,
The fancy one.
that's gonna be a little pricey probably, but that's okay. That's what YouTube money's for.
Yeah.
So poblanos, same thing. All right, those are done. I think that's almost all. That's all my cutting tonight. So now, since these cooled down, I'm gonna plop these into the blender too. That's a big one.
Oh my god, they look like apples. Use care.
I'm using care with care. I wish Jeremy liked cilantro because I would throw a handful of cilantro in here.
Do a little pinch.
He'll never. Well, no, I'm putting it into a soup that's gonna cook for an hour or two.
Well, he just doesn't like big pieces of it, so yeah.
So let me do this. I'll use like this much, just for the flavor. I'm gonna throw stems and all, because it's getting processed, it doesn't really matter.
Okay.
And then some chicken stock broth,
You keep doing that.
just to give it some liquid to process.
Gatorade bottle is making an appearance.
That's fine, I need to stay
It has
hydrated.
my name on it.
Thank you for giving me a Gatorade. Appreciate it. Power on. I'm just gonna pulse it at first. Let it roll. I want it completely chopped up. Should be perfect. I know it's not gonna have much flavor, but I still want to try it anyways, because that's just how I roll. Woo! Yeah, that did good. I like it. Okay, now I'm actually gonna go ahead and just reuse this pan, give my veggies some seasoning, turn the pan back on, and get my onions and poblanos going. And I'll probably throw in some of the corn too to give it a good charred flavor. I think that'd be good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah? Cool! Why are you on that side? It's gonna be hard to see me.
No, it's interesting. It's new.
It's fun. Go ahead and throw in my poblano peppers. Oh, well, no sizzle. That's okay. Now these peppers and onions are gonna pick up the essence of the garlic and the tomatillos. Salt, pepper.
I need my pumpkin spice coffee.
We'll go get it. I'm just adding some salt and pepper. I can still talk and they can still hear me. That's fine. Add some cumin and some chili powder. I do a couple teaspoons of each just to give it some flavor while it's cooking, and this will open up the aromas of the seasonings while it cooks.
Move over a little bit to make it what?
Come alive.
Damn it, I didn't do that as cool as I wanted to.
Bummer. While this is waiting, I'm gonna open up my can of green chilies. Not too expensive.
Old El Paso.
Old El Paso. I've got the big can of enchilada sauce because we like it very enchilada-y.
Value size.
Okay, now those are open, and I'll actually put these back over here because they're gonna go into this pot. Then very shortly I'm gonna start pulling the chicken. Got my tomatoes. I'm gonna drain off the juice because it's bland and boring. If it had flavor, then I would use it, but this one does not. No, you could also get rotel. That'd be good.
I'm smelling good things.
Oh yeah, me too. You can smell the cumin and the chili powder really nicely right now. I'm gonna add in the onions.
I'm gonna stop recording. I'm tired.
Wow.
Have fun.
Break them up. Where's the regular towel? I'll just use this one.
My hand's going.
Once again, like the taco video, get these nice. I'm not gonna cook them all the way as like I did in the taco video, just enough to impart some flavor into them. So they're not just onions and peppers thrown in. It'd be boring. I'm gonna also throw in some adobo and the other seasoning.
Sazonador.
A tablespoon or two of each.
Sazonador.
And add in some of my corn, just some of it. Pick up some of that other little bits of charred flavors off the bottom. Let that cook for another minute. And now I can go ahead and start pouring in some of the stuff into the pot. Gonna do this full quart, the rest of this quart of chicken broth. Gonna pour in my mixture here of the tomatillos, garlic, and cilantro, and chicken stock broth. Why do I keep saying stock? Bok bok. Try and develop a little bit more flavor, if I can. Oh, I added the green chilies into the pan to hopefully develop a little bit more flavor on them. Go ahead and pour the tomatoes in. Pour in the whole can of enchilada sauce. Let me give it a stir, see what it looks like. It already looks like a pretty good base there. Looks like it's got a lot of flavor to it. Let this cook for another minute or so. I think that's good actually. I don't want it to mush up. So very carefully pour this in. Glad we used the big pot. I still got 2 chickens to put in here.
This smells so good. So good and so tasty.
Right. All right, so that's that. Now let's give it another stir. Look at that already. We're gonna have leftovers galore.
Thank God. I'm lazy.
Cause why not?
Woohoo! Jeremy will be happy.
You can also probably freeze this. I've never froze it, but you could possibly freeze it if you want to save it for a later date. Honestly, right now, That'd be a good soup. If you wanted to keep it vegetarian. I want to taste it.
The corn's cold.
I don't care.
Can I have a spoon, please? Ah.
Ooh, that's actually a little spicy. Well, it's more spicy than I thought it was going to be. I like it though. It's got good flavor so far, right?
Good spicy.
Yeah, now I'm going to pull the chickens. And you see that juice in there? Guess where that's going to go? Into the pot. Don't look at me like that. It's all flavor. Of course, this skin's not going to be crispy. So just peel off the skin and then just go at it. Get all of the breast meat out. Take it and just rip it into pieces. Nothing crazy.
Leave some chunky ones.
Yes, leave some chunky bits.
Are you gonna put the thigh meat and stuff in?
Yeah, here's another breast and tenderloin. I'll leave these ones big and chunky because it's gonna shred by itself too as you stir it and mix it through the whole process here.
Stepping on a cold piece of corn.
Well, why'd you put it there? Now be careful with the chicken leg because there is this little bone that connects to the foot and it can get, it's like a toothpick almost. And you don't want that in there. And there's also tendons in here, so just be careful with that too. So here's that bone I was talking about. If you're not careful,
Oh yeah.
you can chomp down on that. No bueno, buddy. Let's get all that good dark meat off.
Ooh, I have a request for the next time you make this.
What?
Can you try to do some kind of masa dumplings?
I could, yeah, that might actually be good. Chicken leg. I washed my hands before the filming of this video and during the filming of this video, I'm pretty sure. Now get all the good meat off. If you don't like the weird bits, don't touch those then, just leave those off. See, here's that other. I just about threw that in. There's the one from the other leg, so just be careful with that.
You just about did it.
Just about did it. Here's some good thigh meat right here. And I can try and get the wing meat out too. Your hands are gonna get a little messy with this, but hey, you don't have to cook the chicken, it's already cooked for you. And do the same thing to the other chicken and pour that juice in.
And then shred it up.
Shred it up. All right, everybody, chickens are pulled. I'm gonna put this in the sink. I'm gonna save that tasting spoon. Now you can take a look-see in there. I'm gonna mix it up. We'll see what it looks like. See how it's just got a lot of chunks in it. And you can either try it now and season it up now. I add some cumin. 1, 2, 3 teaspoons. 1, 2, 3 teaspoons of that. I'm gonna add in some more adobo and stuff. About 2 tablespoons of that. 2 tablespoons of adobo. Garlic.
Agree with me?
Yeah. Garlic powder and onion powder. A teaspoon or 2 of each of those. Mix that in.
Where you let it do its thing.
Pretty much. Just gonna give it another little try here. Yeah, once the flavor gets better, it's gonna taste even better. All right, so I guess I'm just gonna let this do its thing, let it go low and slow for a little bit, and then we will see you again later. Goodbye for now, until we meet again. I left my mic on.
Where'd it go? This one's...
Trying to clip it on my pocket. All right, take a look. You can see how far down it's reduced. I think it's been, what, an hour and a half? Close to 2 hours since we've been here. Just look at that. Like, just, oh my gosh. Bruh. Look at the chunks of onion and the chicken shredding and
It's almost like a Southwest Brunswick stew.
Now jack the oven up to 400. Now what I'm gonna start doing is getting the tortillas ready. Tortillas.
I wish I zoomed in on your mouth when you did that.
Tortillas. I already got my pan out. So if you have a deep fryer, you can totally cut these up into strips, and fry them, and then salt and pepper them when they come out, and maybe squeeze a lime juice on top of it. But to me, baking it this way just gives it a totally different texture that's really, I don't want to sound weird, but it's just really good. I don't want to say the S word.
Sexy.
Satisfying was the word I was going to use. Sexy works too. How many do you think you're going to eat?
Not a lot. I'm mainly interested in that.
So I'll do 2 each then.
Okay.
And then maybe with the rest of these I'll make
Tacos.
tacos.
Well.
Alright, I'm gonna get a little bowl here. Go that way. Get my knife and a cutting board. because I don't want to cut on our beautiful, horrible, awesome countertops here. Roll the lime, get the juices flowing. Yeah, see?
I said going, you said flowing.
See, I cut the lime right this time. That's a plus. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it into wedges because that's what we're gonna. When the soup's ready, you're gonna want to squeeze lime into your bowl. I promise. It just brings everything to life. It adds the acid that it needs. All right, so lime juice, olive oil.
So we're gonna have lime 2 ways.
Of course. Why did I leave the salt and pepper over here? This isn't where it goes. I need to refill these, don't I? I need to go to the store and get some. Actually, I'm gonna sprinkle that on. I'm all over the place today. It's okay to come over here now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So.
Basting brush.
Yep. So mix the lime juice in with the olive oil. It's mixed. Wow. This poor tortilla never had a chance. So you're gonna baste it on. This is gonna help it crisp up, plus give it the lime juice flavor. I know this is weird, but just trust me. Have I led you wrong yet? I don't think so.
Well.
What time? The cobbler?
No. There was only one thing that we had that I wasn't a huge fan of.
What was it? Sloppy Joe's?
The zucchini and squash with the balsamic glaze on it.
Oh yeah, I wasn't a fan of that either.
Balsamic glaze was my call, and I think I let us down actually.
So you're gonna salt and pepper all of them. Give everybody some lovin'. You want more salt than that?
I think that should be good.
Now flip them. Do the same thing. All right, now, what time is it? It is 10 o'clock. So Jeremy should be calling you any second now. I'm gonna throw these in the oven and hopefully by the time he gets here, I'm not turning the light on so you can't see the bottom. I'm gonna go ahead and finish cutting up these limes into wedges. Do you like cilantro? Question mark? Comment below. Does it taste like gas or soap to you? I don't understand how that works. I guess it's just how it works for some people. Different taste buds.
Do you guys like this gleaming effect behind Jeffrey or do you hate it?
I like it. Now that I'm rehydrated, I kind of want to get a beer.
Oh.
Or should I have one of the,
You can have a wild basin.
a wild basin? What flavors are there?
Really good
There's
ones.
cucumber peach. Did you try that one? How was that?
That was good. You'll like it.
Oh, God.
And then that one's
Lemon
I don't
agave
think I've tried
hibiscus
that one yet.
and melon
Hold on,
basil.
wait, are there still 3 of the lemon
There's
agave?
no, there's 3 of the melon basil.
You'll like it.
Do you want one?
Give me a lemon agave, because I can't remember what it tastes like. Lemon agave hibiscus.
100 calories per bottle, 1 gram of carbs
Per can.
per can. And it's got 5%, so it's gonna do a little bit of work.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Melon basil. It smells
Oh, I
really good.
I haven't tried that one yet.
Bro, take a sip. We're siblings, it's okay. I'm gonna try this one.
Oh, that's like a really good amount of basil. It's like,
Like,
these are growing on you, huh?
yes, because I've tried the other brands, I'm not gonna call them out, but they taste like
Truly, White Claw, and Cersei.
they taste like Alka-Seltzer with the spritz of whatever it is. But these ones are like,
refreshing amount of flavor.
yes, I highly recommend these if you wanna do low carb, low calorie, and it's vegan and gluten free. So I would recommend these, believe it or not. They also have another case
Coming from a beer guy.
coming from a beer guy. It smells so good, my mouth is watering.
And it looks freaking delicious. Alright. And we'll come back after you've been flipping the tortilla.
Here, we gotta show me getting the bowl down.
Oh,
Oh, there we go. Yep, that was that.
is it?
And watch the tortillas, and I'm gonna let them lightly brown. You can look at them real quick. If you can see them, they're already sizzling, and it's not even heated up all the way, but it's gonna get nice and crispy around the edges and stuff, and it's just gonna be superb. So here's what they're looking like so far. Oh, they're done.
Oh, Jeremy's calling me.
They done. Oh,
Hello?
down here.
Yes, sir.
Now I'm gonna do this here. Take the lime. Some beautiful cilantro leaves. Wow, what is wrong with this one? It's like Siamese twins. Just gonna throw that right on top. Ooh, right up.
Jeffrey, oh my god.
Here, boom. And then take your chip. See how that texture is? Like,
A little bendy but crispy.
Yeah. That's hot.
So good and so tasty.
It doesn't matter what this looks like, just freaking put it in there. Ooh.
That's a meme in itself. I don't got my eyebrows on, but it's trying and telling. You go first.
I go first?
Yeah.
All right. I already know what it tastes like.
But you're tasting all of the components together.
Right. Damn, that's hot. Got a dangly.
Wow, Jeffrey.
I missed my
How
mouth.
about not wasting next time?
That lime juice right at the end, the finishing it off, really gives it that acid that it needs to give it some really good flavor. But you can taste everything in there. You can taste the peppers, you can taste that we cooked them, you can taste a little bit of the sourness from the tomatillos, the flavor from that, and the cilantro that's in it, the chicken. Like, this is one of my favorites. Your time to try.
I meant to break a piece of tortilla. I have to yell my response.
Oh, here, let me get closer. Here we go.
This is one of those things that, like, it's so simple, so delicious, and honestly, it's a pretty healthy dish. So, oh, I love the corn tortilla.
I told you. That corn tortilla, that chewiness that it has on it,
Yeah.
especially when it sits in there for a minute.
It's like limey. It's refreshing yet cozy at the same time. It's the perfect summer into fall transition soup.
Had a little bit of a summer punch, but it's a soup. So there's that. All right, so once again, I really appreciate you watching, and please find me on Instagram, chefing with _cheffery. Find me on Facebook, just chefing with cheffery. Of course, like and subscribe this video. Like this video and subscribe to my channel. And I really appreciate you. Tell me what you think about this. Do you like cilantro or no? And also use the hashtag #ChefingWithCheffery on Instagram if you feel like posting a picture of the food you make. Or you can tag me on the Facebook page. Just do the @ symbol and then type in #ChefingWithCheffery and it should work. So once again, thank you for watching. See you next time.
See ya!
Deuces. Do I need to do it again?